Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Kahak Kadash. All praises, honor, glory, love, respect, faith, and power, and trust, and all credit to my Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and my Heavenly Big Brother, Yahweh Shah. Thank you so much for what you've done, what you're doing, and what you're going to do. Double honors to your apostles. Damn. That's right. Yeah, I don't know if you heard that. But double honors to your apostles and elders and hold on, I got a little distracted. That lightning, that shit cracked. That shit had to be real close. It had to be real close. Well, double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of GMS, Great Millstone, who I learned from, and all the men scattered all over the world, teaching this truth and none but the truth in the name, spirit, and the power of Yahweh by Shemal Shah, trying to put a spiritual bug in you Hebrew Israelites' ears, you so-called black Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and you speckled birds. And what is a speckled bird? That'd be a Hebrew Israelite that look like some of the heathen nations. Like, for example, a Hebrew Israelite that look like some of the, like a so-called white person, or so-called Chinese person, or so-called Indian person, etc., etc. Got some videos lined up. And, hey, man, I'm getting into these storms, earthquakes, and such, and it's storming over here. The lightning struck, and I swear it hit something close by. I'm guessing you heard that sound, but, anyway. I'm going to play these videos of the Lord's plagues. I'm going to play them. I'm going to get into the scriptures my best ability, say whatever I got to say through the Spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Shah, the Holy Spirit, the Krahak, the Dash, Lord willing to be on me. Let's get it.
Shifting focus now. 3.
And also, what is this? This is about, I guess, omens. Signs from the heavens.
Spectacular sky events. One single day. And the internet is already talking about it.
But these folks here talking about some August the 12th doomsday. No, we don't know the time, the day. We don't know. Only the Lord Yahweh knows. But it's important for you Israelites to measure the times diligently though, and see how everything is intensifying. So when we getting closer and closer to the end, we just don't pinpoint accurately know when the day the Lord, when Yahweh gonna let His Son go, Yahweh Shah go. We don't know, but we just pray so. Anyway.
In fact, even calling it the end of the world. August 12th, mark that date on your calendar. It will be bringing a rare cosmic lineup that has sparked wild doomsday theories online, a lot of chatter. Some claim it's a warning, others call it the universe's biggest show of the year. But what's really happening on that day? We tell you all that you need to know.
A trinity of cosmic events.
Oh yeah, I had to walk away. I heard her say something about some end of the world. I'm like, nigga, it ain't the end of the world. It's the end of Esau's world. Then I ain't like the whole world gonna blow up or melt away or some shit. No. But it's gonna be the end of this eon of a rulership. And it's Esau eating, so-called white man. But he ain't white. He red. He a baby dick sucking, foreskin eating Jewish faggot nigga named Amalek. It's gonna be the end of his world. And Jacob gonna be ruling next.
On August 12th is being seen by many as an ominous warning to the world. Scientists say there is no link between these cosmic events and there is no reason to fear. They simply happen to fall on the same date. Even so, the combination of the spectacular cosmic events converging within hours of one another promises breathtaking views across different parts of the world. The first event is a total solar eclipse. The moon will pass directly between the Earth and the Sun, briefly turning day into darkness along a narrow path. The eclipse will be visible across parts of Greenland, Iceland, Spain, and Portugal. Western Iceland and northern Spain are expected to offer some of the best views. With the westernmost points of Iceland expected to experience the longest spell of darkness, people across parts of Europe, the United States, eastern Canada, northwest Africa can also see a partial eclipse. Once the night falls, the Perseid meteor shower will take over the sky. According to NASA, it is considered the best meteor shower of the year. Swift and bright meteors frequently leave long trails of light and color behind them. As they streak through Earth's atmosphere, under dark and clear conditions, viewers could spot up to 100 meteors every hour. The shower peaks overnight from August 12th into August 13th, with the best viewing expected between late night and dawn across the world. The best time to view the Perseid meteor shower in India is expected to be between 2 a.m. and 4:30 a.m. On the pre-dawn mornings of August 12th and August 13th, and before sunrise, another treat awaits of a six-planet parade. Mercury, Jupiter, Mars, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune will appear stretched across the sky in a rare planetary parade. Mars and Saturn should be easy to spot with the naked eye. Mercury and Jupiter will stay low on the eastern horizon. Binoculars will help reveal Uranus, while Neptune will require a telescope. Across much of the northern hemisphere, the ideal viewing window is expected to be between 30 to 60 minutes before sunrise, while the best time to watch the six-planet alignment in India on August 12th is between 5 to 5:30 a.m., roughly 45 to 90 minutes before sunrise. Some netizens have linked the triple event to apocalyptic predictions, but
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, it's apocalyptic for you heathens, but not for you Israelites. That's, for you two-third Israelites, yeah, it is for you niggas too. But for you believers of Yahweh Shemal Shah, trying your best to get closer to Yahweh Shemal Shah, this is good news, bruh. This is some signs from the Lord, from our lords.
Astronomers and scientists say there is no
Oh,
scientific
man, fireballs from... Well, they gonna be nukes flying down. Oh, shit, on the earth.
evidence behind
Nuclear warheads.
those claims. It is simply a remarkable cosmic coincidence.
To stay up to speed with
Well, yeah, man. Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord Yahweh was spaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Talking about you so-called blacks, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and you specklebirds that look like the heathen, like look like this Indian chick. But anyway, using her as an example. Thou said the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathens. Don't follow the ways of the heathens. They stupid ass idols and all that dumb shit. And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. Yeah, we hear these things happening. Like eclipses and like planet alignments and all these phenomenons happening. Don't be all like, ooh, we know it coming from the Lord. So don't be all like these other heathens. Like, ooh, ooh. Shit, that's showing them that's the end of they world. You know what I'm saying? And all these signs are showing that we getting closer to the kingdom. Yeah. Where I left off at, what was it? For the heathen are dismayed at them. That's a big one. I don't know if you heard that, but that's a big one. Yeah, they are dismayed by all the signs that's happening, and it's gonna be more signs and more destruction. Let's get to this next video talking about earthquakes. I got a lot of videos. And that means I'm gonna do a lot of talking.
Last place. I need the power of Old Spice.
What's going on, guys? We've got this new peer-reviewed study showing that the fault system running beneath Los Angeles and the entire inner coast there of California is carrying more stress today than at any point in the last millennium. They say one single rupture at this point could tear across both the San Andreas and San Jacinto fault lines at once. I've been talking about this for quite some time because it's been overdue for some time, as well as the New Madrid fault. From the Cascadia all the way down here to the San Andreas, this area can come ripping apart at any time. Now, we have professors at the University of Bern saying that they simulated a 1,000-year earthquake cycle. And what they found is that there's a flashpoint that's at the Cajun Pass. We've talked about this here recently as well, because it's a conjunction point here where it can serve as an earthquake gate, so to speak. Either the earthquakes stop at this area or they continue. The models put the stress at 3.6 megapascals on this San Jacinto Bernardino segment right here in that region. They say a 2.8 is for the San Andreas Mojave South segment. Both are elevated. Both are closely aligned. The same configuration preceded joint ruptures in the past. So when this thing came unzipped, it was aligning exactly how it is right now. And they're saying, look, it could happen tomorrow. It could take another many years as well. The thing is all this information and knowledge is stacking up, and the data is just screaming that these areas are ripe for releasing a bunch of energy. They give it anywhere from a 7 to 7.8, 7.4 to 7.8, and you've got more than 160 years of slip-resistant and energy piled up since 1857 in this one specific region. They go on to say that when this does come unzipped, you can expect 2 minutes of shaking, thousands of deaths, tens of thousands of injuries, and more than 200 billion in damage at least.
Oh, who gives a fuck about that? Anyway, it's gonna be, it's a mass casualty event. Let's get to the next one. We don't know when it's coming. And hell, it ain't just in the West Coast. It's gonna be the Midwest and the South. Hell, that's fault lines everywhere in the United States of Babylon the Great. And Lord about to fuck this place up. Let's get to the next one. And he's fucking up the rest of the world too. Let's get to the next one.
Whether you're a professional
جوازك قوت يا جماعه زي قوي قوي ايوه يا فندم والله حاجه رباني زلزال يا جماعه في القاهره الناس كلها طلعت والله زلزال يا شبيبه 5.7 هرتز ولا بيرتز عارف شنو قالوا سبحانك يا رب اول مره يصير قال لك مصر بالقوه دي تداقد ويقدر
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أسألك قضاء رب القضاء.
I've had a feeling I guess he was praying. God, I bear witness that there is no God but God. But what's his name, bro? Could you just call, I bear witness to Muhammad. That garbage. Is the messenger of God. But what is God? But fuck a Muhammad. Shit. Fuck that title God. No, his name is Yahweh. His son name is Yahweh Shah. I ask you for strength, oh Lord. Yahweh Bashima Shah, strength. There be no God. Anyway.
لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله استغفر الله العظيم من كل ذنب عظيم استغفر الله العظيم من كل ذنب عظيم لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين.
What the easy?
استغفر
Little
الله
Weezy.
العظيم من كل ذنب عظيم
What are you doing, bro?
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله
Dog, he'll follow me wherever I go, bro. And it's thundering so bad. You get a little scaredy, dog. Sit down. Alright, let's get to the next one. I don't know what's up with this cat. This cat looking at his back. I guess he is. That nigga be able to turn his head that far back. Anyway. What is this? Water systems? Oh, they still talking about that? Yeah, well, shit. Shit's still under threat. I'm gonna try not to add any more videos because there's so many I gotta cover.
Ladies and gentlemen, Twice Yearly Prep is here. One
Get
office.
the fuck out of here. Don't care about no fag disease.
New earthquake in Italy. Morning in Tuscany began with the unsettling rumble of the earth. At 10:15 a.m., a powerful seismic shock with a magnitude of 4.3 shook Pisa and the surrounding area. People rushed out of homes and offices in a panic, and the street.
Now I had to check if this was current because I wasn't sure if it was. Because you know, you got a lot of YouTubers making videos saying that a magnitude 9 point something earthquake happened and hit Japan. I'm like, nigga, where the fuck that shit at? Nobody ain't talking about no 9 point something. I'm like, these niggas are frauds.
Instantly filled with crowds.
But this one it was like a 4 point something.
Strong tremors were felt in Lucca and Livorno. Windows rattled and furniture shifted. Fire department phone lines were overwhelmed by hundreds of calls from anxious residents. Tourists were urgently evacuated from the famous Leaning Tower of Pisa, though it was soon reopened. Monuments and buildings withstood the impact. No serious damage was reported. Further tremors followed throughout the day, initially weaker ones, succeeded by noticeable aftershocks. Magnitudes of 2.3 and 3.2 served as a reminder that the danger had not yet passed. Train services in Central Pisa.
Yeah, and he just mentioned something about the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I forgot about that thing. When that shit gonna fall? The Lord gonna make that shit fall eventually. Especially all the earthquakes and disasters happen.
Were temporarily suspended to allow for track inspections. The Regional Civil Protection Agency immediately activated its crisis response team. Regional President Gianni personally arrived at
Revenge of nature should be revenge of Yahweh Shema Shah.
Pisa to ensure the safety of the
Revenge of the Lord.
residents. Despite the fear and tension, residents remained resilient and returned to their daily routines. The earth continues to rumble uneasily, a reminder of the fragility of a peaceful life in the heart of Italy.
Hold on, let me pause the video. My speaker went out. Big baby. What are they, Peter? Scary kid. Scared it all.
One in.
Something. I'm trying to find me another video with actual people talking or AI talking, but I'll let that pass. Let's see what's going on in China. They're talking about 100+ earthquakes and landslides and a dam under threat or something. I don't know.
With Rula, it takes 5 minutes to find the right therapist for you.
Bro, I just added a video in. Where is it at? I had it on the list. I thought I had it on the. Here you go. Well, I thought I just added in, but it didn't go in yet. It was more about droughts. Where the fuck is it? Oh, it's probably this one. That's what it probably. That's why.
Domino's new s'mores lava cakes are.
Disgrace. Don't give about that shit.
On August 3rd, 6 earthquakes measuring magnitude 3.0 or above struck Gao County in Yibin, Sichuan province within a single day.
Oh, so this is like yesterday, current. Oh, not yesterday. It's 2 days ago.
Strongest reached magnitude 4.8. Another magnitude 3.4 earthquake hit Gao County on August 4th. A magnitude of 3.0 earthquake in Yibin on August 3rd caused cracks on roads and triggered landslides. In recent weeks, earthquakes have become occurring frequently across many parts of China. Official data show that between June 28th and August 3rd, 2026, a period of about 5 weeks, at least 102 earthquakes of magnitude 3.0 or above struck 8 regions, including Sichuan, Xinjiang, Qinghai, Yunnan, Tibet, Inner Mongolia, Jiangsu, and Guangxi. Among them, 26 earthquakes were at magnitude 4.0 or above, while 8 reached magnitude 5.0 or higher. 7 of those occurred in July. Since January 2026, Yibin in Sichuan, especially Gao County, has experienced frequent seismic activity, including smaller tremors below magnitude 3.0 and dense aftershocks triggered by several stronger earthquakes. The total number of recorded quakes has reached more than 1,000. The earthquakes in the area have all been shallow earthquakes, with focal depths generally around 5 to 10 kilometers. Experts cited by Chinese authorities have offered several possible explanations. One theory is that the continued collision between the Indian plate and the Eurasian plate is pushing the Tibetan plateau eastward. However, as the plateau moves eastward, it is blocked by the hard and stable Sichuan Basin. This causes significant crustal stress to accumulate along the edges of surrounding geological structures, including areas near Yibing. When the rocks can no longer withstand the pressure and suddenly fracture, earthquakes occur more frequently. Some experts have also suggested that after the devastating 2008 Wenchuan earthquake, the tectonic plates and fault zones around the Sichuan Basin may require a very long period of adjustment before reaching a new balance. Some people online have questioned whether the frequent earthquakes are related to local shale gas extraction. German-based water resource expert Wang Weilu believes Sichuan has always been a region prone to earthquakes, but large-scale hydropower development and dam construction in western China have increased the risk. Wang explained that about half of Sichuan lies on the Tibetan Plateau, which is still undergoing continuous uplift. The region has always been earthquake-prone. However, he said earthquake activity in Sichuan, as well as nearby Yunnan and Guizhou, has become much more frequent in recent years and decades. He said Chinese official seismologists always explain these events as a result of plate movement, but during China's Western hydropower development campaign, many dams much higher than...
Alright, anyway. And that's it for earthquakes. Earthquakes and diverse places. I'll get to the next one. Got like mostly a lot of random stuff.
A Frontier partner is one who's invested.
Alright, that's enough of that. On to the next one.
Here's how to kill bed bugs immediately. Even the ones hiding in the cracks and crevices you can't see.
Since this came up, let's go ahead and move to the next one. What's this about? Arson, yeah. Plagues.
Staff at a restaurant in Yatsushiro City, Kumamoto Prefecture, were struggling to clean up damage a week after a magnitude 7.1 earthquake struck the prefecture on July 28th. We were allowed inside the restaurant with safety precautions in place. Piles of debris remained in the back. The kitchen floor was covered with cooking utensils and shattered glass. Although electricity has been restored, the owners say there is still no timeline for reopening. Just 1 week after the disaster,
今日朝からも大きい地震が余震が震度4かなあってちょうど起きたぐらいだったんでちょっとびっくりしました。子供がすごく怖がってなんかかわいそうくてですね。なんか1週間経ってもやっぱり地震にすごく敏感になってるので、子供の心が一番なんか心配かなと。
1週間ということでお母さんお気持ちとしてはどうですか？
なんか最初の頃はなんか自分が頑張らなくちゃっていうのがすごくあったんですけど、今冷静になってみるとなんか被災者なんだなっていうのが分かって今の方がちょっと涙が出てきたりしますね。
For many survivors, both the physical and emotional exhaustion have reached their limits.
私は1週間前震度6強を観測した八代市の鏡コミュニティセンターに来ています。私の後ろの建物が避難所となっていまして、およそ150人の方が今も避難生活を送っています。八代市は現在雲に覆われる時間帯もありますが、強い日差しが照りつけ気温はすでに34度を超えています。大変蒸し暑くなっています。
Approximately 7,600 people across Kumamoto Prefecture remain displaced. This man says he cannot return home because cleanup work has barely begun, and his house is too dangerous to enter.
避難生活はやっぱり大変ですか？
やっぱ慣れんですね。慣れんけんほ便とかがなかなか出んです。
Okay. He's mostly talking about earthquake. I thought you were going to start talking about the heat waves, and well, they sort of is, but I don't want to hear all that. It's that McDonald's reports slowly sales. People can't afford that shit. And now McDonald's become a luxury restaurant. Shit, goddamn son, your bullshit food. Let's see what's going on. You know, matter of fact, seems like time is moving by fast with this video. It's only 30 minutes in. So I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna play this video real quick. I'll play this real quick.
Start a brand new day with Poppy's Cherry Limeade.
Man, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck about them Spider-Man. Even though that was a good movie. About spirits jumping on. It wasn't really a spirit, but it was it kind of had you thinking there was a spirit jumping on this person and that person, like in that movie, what is it called, Fallen, with Denzel Washington and John Goodman. But they wasn't touching anybody in that movie. And Fallen, they were touching Azazel. And I was like, damn, is it Azazel in that movie? Because damn, it was like a spirit jumping on one person to another. Anyway.
The problem with the national electric system has become a normal thing here in the country because it goes down every single day. we are living with an hour and a half, 3 hours, 4 hours of power, then 24, 36, 40 hours without power here in the capital, which is unheard of. In no other country in the world do people live like this. And the people aren't asking for anything. What the people demand is at least for them to give us a little clarity, give us power so that things don't spoil. How do you think a person can live without water, without electricity, without anything? Look over there, look at all the surroundings of Havana. How do you think the situation is? The only ones partying are them because they have a birthday. Outside of that, nobody in Havana is happy. Everyone is upset. Did you understand? Like, how do you think one can handle the situation? You just arrive from work, go cook something for your kid. Go cook something for your kid to see if you can. They have to go to sleep without food for tomorrow.
Praise of the Lord. When you Manasserites, I'll just say you Israelites. Let's get to the next video. Might have another one to add in. Let's see what this is about.
Proper rain hasn't fallen on Mark Stroud's farm for nearly 2 months. Each powdery footstep tells the story of a landscape in distress.
This is just dust on dust, yeah. Incredibly dry. Yeah, nothing will grow or chit in that just at the moment until we get some rain.
Mark grows mostly sweet corn here in the southern English county of East Sussex. Wheat and grass too. But the lack of rain has forced early harvests. Some of his sweet corn is beyond saving.
The lack of moisture has really burnt this to a crisp. And very unfortunately, what should be a right ready cob is already showing signs of senescence. So it is already dimpling from dehydration.
And that means what for you as a commercial farmer?
In the bin, it is unsaleable.
Mark's wheat fields, they've been bare a long time. He's had to harvest them about a month early. Wales and half of England are now officially drought-stricken, with much of the rest of the country experiencing prolonged dry weather. It is the third drought in the last 5 years, and it means that 78% of England's rivers are now below normal levels. Last month was the driest July on record, getting just 7% of the long-term average rainfall, and for the south of England, it was the driest month ever.
I think in the short term you just have to accept that this is very risky, and what is your acceptable exposure, and what can you accept as an exposure to risk?
So Mark and fellow farmers are taking a big hit.
We're looking at wheat yields down by 25 to 30% in this area. Spring-grown cereals like spring barley, possibly a bit worse, 30-35% down with some serious quality issues.
It's a picture the National Farmers Union recognises nationally. It's warning of potential shortages of some foods and calling for tax breaks so farmers can build water storage on their land for the years ahead. Mark says farmers are resilient and climate change is one of many challenges.
No, the players of Yahweh Shemal Shah has many challenges. Anyway, fuck a climate change. See what it's about.
Some strange weather, dust blanketing the valley throughout the day. It looked like, I don't know, looked like San Francisco out there after a dust storm moved through overnight. Officials say this was a Category 5 on the ASU dust storm scale. I'm not sure I've heard of that before.
It's new this year. It's a new thing.
Okay.
They're grading them now, yes.
Okay, it's a 5. Dust storm scale, it's a big one, and that's because of how widespread it was and how long the dust remained in the air, which was forever, as well as the high wind gusts. The hardest hit places were on the west side of the valley, South Mountain, as well as Glendale.
Yeah, wow, look at that. And we'll take a live look now outside at current conditions, and look at that haze. Tempe Town Lake there, it is thick. On the drive-in today, man, I thought I had to clean my sunglasses. It was so
Did you even need sunglasses with this?
I know, it was weird glow, you know? We'll have a look at how the dust out there is impacting our air quality. It's not great. We'll have that coming up tonight at 5.
And rain has been coming down hard east of Flagstaff. Look at that in the distance.
All right, whatever. Anyway, I want to see what they're talking about with that dust storm. And that's all you hear. What is this? I was shocked. Customers, employees react to salad and go closing its doors. Let me see.
I was shocked because I mean they just changed the menu and it's like they added new things and you know they've just been growing so much since they opened up, so it was really surprising.
I was upset. I was pretty upset. I didn't know it was an Arizona established business, so that's even more upsetting.
I just got out of college and I like that it was something that's like affordable and something good and something quick, so it was something really nice to have a good spot.
And for all those reasons, Salad and Go has really boomed over the last several years, but unfortunately a shocking...
Salad and Go. Yeah, and now it's all because of the parasite, I guess. Something to do with the parasite. Oh, they filed bankruptcy. Oh. You know what? I'm going to say this. Save it for... I thought it had something to do with the parasite disease or something. Nope. Let's see what it is. I know I played this earlier, not earlier, yesterday, on another plague video. I'm gonna play this one. I'm gonna play that video.
Whether you're back,
play this one about the daggone what is the nigga name? Kim Jong-un talking about something to beat the heat. You gotta eat dog meat. Shit.
South Korea just broke its all-time temperature record. North Korea has a solution. Sweet dog meat soup. State media recommends it as a traditional remedy against heat exhaustion.
Nigga, please.
Alongside watermelon and cucumbers.
Oh man, come on, bro.
South Korea banned the dog
puppies. Look at that. That could be a good dog right there. To greet you once you come in the house, wagging its tail, be like, "Yay, my dad home, my mama home. Now feed me."
Meat trade last year.
Don't eat me, but feed me.
The heat wave is the same on both sides of the border. The survival advice could not be more different.
Shit.
Heat waves are gripping the Korean peninsula, and one government has a very unusual solution. While South Korea bans the dog meat trade, North Korea is urging people to eat dog meat soup to beat the scorching summer temperatures. As record-breaking heat sweeps across both countries, the stark contrast between the two Koreas is once again on full display. North Korea's state media has revived its long-standing promotion of dog meat soup as a traditional remedy against the summer heat.
Well, you know what? There's gonna be a remedy for famine. Shit, it's gonna be a remedy for famine. Shit, and these people over here in America, boy, they laugh about this shit, but guess what? It's gonna be knocking on you mother suckers' doors, bruh. And if it ain't eating your pets and animals, all kind of all kind of animals that you never think, you think, okay, I'll eat a pig, but then, hey, you never think about eating a mouse or a rat or a crow. Well, here you go. That famine hits. Hey, man, that's gonna be it. But then soon it's gonna be people gonna be on the menu. Your 3-month-old baby gonna be on the menu.
Recommending the controversial dish as temperatures
I'm beating the heat. They're gonna be like trying to eat dogs and whatever else to beat the famine.
soar across the Korean peninsula. The recommendation appeared in the ruling Workers' Party newspaper, Rodong Sinmun, which published health advice on coping with the ongoing heat wave and preventing heat-related illnesses. In an interview,
you can't fucking eat some rice or some shit and that be it. Well, you need some of the rice. Don't give you much, stuff, nutrients, but yeah.
With a senior doctor from Pyongyang General Hospital, the newspaper warned that conditions such as cardiovascular...
oh, hell no. I ain't eating no fucking dog meat just to beat the heat. This chink-ass nigga out of his mind.
Vascular disease, diabetes, and hypothyroidism could worsen because of heat exhaustion and heat stroke.
Right, and you'll end up having some damn parasites wiggling all in your body after eating Fido.
Alongside cooling foods such as watermelon, cucumbers, and mung beans, the paper also recommended what it described as highly nutritious dishes, including dog meat soup, fish porridge, and red bean porridge. Known locally as dangogi guk, or sweet meat soup, the dish has long been promoted by the North Korean government as a traditional health tonic. particularly during the hottest days of
Hey
summer.
man, these heathens gotta shut the fuck up, man. Seriously. These goddamn a tonic.
Although widely
It's a
recognised-
tonic. I'm like, nah, nigga. Your ass is hooked on well, phonics is a lack of reading. Or no, you are reading. I don't know. Fuck this shit. I'm trying to rhyme with the word tonics. Well, fuck that, man. Ain't no damn. We ain't gonna be promoting this shit in the kingdom, like eating dogs and shit. Hell no. Man, goddamn, hell no. Let's get to the next one. Let me get out of here. I just want to play that again. Goddamn, beat the heat, eat dog meat. Shit. Here's some heat for you.
Risk scales with every employee email.
Have you guys been paying attention to the fires that have been raging through the Pacific Northwest? Unfortunately, my cousin lost his home in Spokane, Washington. It is completely burned down to the ground. Like in this footage here of Spokane, I mean, it is just dire.
Them damn laser weapons.
Or what is happening throughout really Washington and Oregon mostly. The smoke has been very much affecting us here in Boise. We've been smoked out completely. It smells like a campfire outside. It's like a dense fog, just brown. It's better now. It's been better for the last several days, but to get the news that my cousin lost his family home in the fire is devastating. It is completely burned to the ground, like in these images here. Let me just show you the map of what's going on with these fires. Not only did my cousin's house burn down to the ground completely, but my family farm is also at risk right now. In fact, I believe that about 160 acres of what was my family farm is burning currently at the moment in Weiser, Idaho. That's where my family is from. Family has sold the farm. We don't have it anymore.
Yeah, they're gonna turn into a data center anyway.
We do still have some family out there with farmland, and we're very worried about them. But these are the fires that are raging through the western United States right now, and you can kind of see this. Here's a more close-up look of the Pacific Northwest. A lot of it is in Washington and Oregon. This is the fire. You can see the red is where the fire is creeping down. This is on Weiser, Idaho, and this is where my family is from, and where almost all of my family members are buried. And actually, over there on the right-hand side, that fire that's creeping down is getting close to cemetery. I mean, the cemetery is right there. I mean, I don't know how much damage a fire is going to do over a cemetery, but still, it is right there, burning over. And on the very kind of on the more in the middle area where it's kind of creeping down, and the hills there, my family used to own 160 of those acres. My great-grandfather had that land. He's from Denmark, the Iverson side, and
Yeah, so I'm guessing she's an Edomite. Yeah. Anyway.
and that is burning, but it was foothills, so I mean it's all burnable. It wasn't anything but burnable foothills, so it's not a loss really, but it is creeping down onto the farmland, and so we're hoping that the people in Weiser, with the farmland, the irrigation, the water, that the farmland will be spared. But it is on my mind. I've been stressing out about this all day today, you know, making sure, wanting to find out if my cousins that are still living out there in Weiser, if they've got a place to go. A lot of people are under evacuation orders, making sure my cousin up in Spokane, Washington has a place to go now that his house is totally burnt down. He has a wife and kids, and it's just really, fires are really rough, and we get them really here out in the West. What's interesting, you see California there. Take a look. You see that the
It's all on the West Coast. Soon they're gonna be on the South, Midwest. Boy, these players are kicking people butt. Get ready to lose, man. It's gonna be a time to lose, a time to keep. It's gonna be a time to lose.
Fade out fires. That means fires that are burned through and they're no longer active. So California right now is not under fire, but it is Washington and Oregon. We had a really mild winter this year, like really mild. In fact, in Boise, we didn't get a single day of snow. And we normally do get snow, and we didn't see any. And we just had mild temperatures. It was a very dry winter. We knew the fire season would be bad. And it is bad. It is bad. Not only are we being smoked out, but families are losing their homes. Hundreds of people in Spokane have lost their homes. That is a major metropolitan area. And hundreds of homes have
15-minute cities on the way. Data center too.
burnt down to the ground, including my cousins. So it is just very scary what's going on. The smoke is thick in the air. We're all suffering, but nobody's suffering as much as, you know, my family that lost their house and the other families that have lost their homes. And also in, you know, when I was living through the LA fires that were raging through the Palisades, and seeing many people I know there lose their homes, it's just been, you know, fires are really crazy. Now you might wonder what caused these fires. Most of them have been lightning strikes.
Right. It might have been. But you know another thing too, where they say they can control lightning. Somehow they can control lightning by using lasers. Let me see. Control lightning lasers.
Did you know that you can control lightning with lasers? You've seen how buildings can redirect lightning with metal rods, but scientists recently showed that you can also do that with lasers. In Switzerland, they put a giant laser next to a tower that gets hit with lightning about 100 times per year and fired it up into the storm. That laser is so strong that it rips the electrons off the air molecules, which makes a thin trail of electrically charged air that the lightning really prefers to follow. So they actually got footage of lightning bolts bending from way far away in order to travel on this new laser path. So for example, the antennas on top of the Sears Tower may draw in lightning from a certain radius of attraction, but if they shined a giant laser, it might be able to suck in lightning from half a mile, which then there would be no way that lightning would ever.
Alright, that's just goofy as fuck, but it's true. But anyway, you can look into all that shit whenever you feel like it, or more about that. I just want to play a quick video about what I'm just talking about, like using lasers to control lightning or whatever. Anyway.
Dry conditions, a very dry winter, and lightning have caused these. You could argue that it was a lack of state planning, a lack of care, a lack of, raking the forest or grooming the forest and cleaning them through, and there's certainly an argument to be made there. But it looks like these fires have been more of a product of conditions, of weather conditions, dry air mixed with lightning and wind. We're having a lot of wind, and that is just causing these fires to run rampant. But, once the fires calm down, we're going to see more investigations into this, what states can do. A lot of people are saying, well, it's these liberal states like Washington and Oregon and California, and the liberals aren't taking care of what they need to take care of, and that may.
Anyway, shit. Esau gonna take care of y'all. Yeah, you take the chip implant. Heck yeah. And it all rolls into that chip implant. Let's see what this video about.
Guava, pineapple, and...
How is no one talking about this on the news? You can see in this image and other images that cars have literally melted. The entire wheels, not just the tires, have melted.
What the fuck is that shit?
And other images that cars have literally melted. The entire wheels.
How did it ain't on fire, it just melted. I don't know, that could be AI generated. I don't know.
It's not just the tires have melted, while full trees stand just fine, not even very far away.
Yeah.
You guys been hearing what other people are saying? Even outside of this country. They're like, how are Americans not seeing what's going on here?
Maybe because they're too fucking stupid. Maybe that could be the reason why.
At the footage from the aftermath.
Look at all these trees. Damn. The same fucking shit.
Of the American wildfires. Look at the houses.
They completely gone. But the trees still standing. And the trees, they may be burnt up, but they can come back. And as long as the root's still alive, and yeah, that shit can come back.
Completely gone. Completely flattened, and cars are absolutely melted and torched. The entire neighborhoods are reduced to ash. But now stop looking at the houses just for a little second and look around them. Look how many trees are still standing.
Hey, this same shit can happen over here where I'm at. We got surrounded by a bunch of trees and mountains and shit. Heck yeah. Hilly areas that kind of remind me of this shit.
Now doesn't it beg a huge question? Like, I know that trees can survive wildfires when they're full of moisture, but when you see complete houses decimated, flattened, cars...
Not even half the house is gone, but all of it is gone.
Melted. Entire communities up in flames.
Not even one house least survived this shit.
How does the fire move from an area and produce such destruction whilst leaving the trees standing right next to the houses? Like, come on, you're telling me that is a natural fire? A lot of people have been talking on the internet, including myself, that there could be a huge agenda with these fires and they are targeted sort of operations, and people are thinking on the internet like, how would these trees not burn if entire communities have been flattened? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and as always...
Just for entertainment purposes, that's what everyone's having to say. Definitely nothing true about it. Here's the thing that I'm picking up. You guys, I covered the Lahaina fire, and everyone asked a lot of questions. You know, they had plants and brush 10 feet or so away from completely melted cars. They're calling it a wildfire that just blows through all of this timber. But when a car is so hot, and I think it's like, you know, almost 2,000 degrees or something insane, right? An entire house completely to the ground. You gotta think about this, folks. I'm talking about metal framed windows. I'm talking about toilets, bathtubs, like just disintegrated. Right at the sidewalk, you've got a full ponderosa pine still sitting there. You guys have all had campfires, I'm sure. And when you get those coals going, I don't care if you put a green stemmed branch, a green branch, doesn't have to be dry, right above those coals. What happens? It goes just straight into flames. It doesn't even matter because the temperature's so hot. So how is it? You look at these towns, and this happens to be, I believe, Spokane, Washington. Not even
trees sitting between other houses. Yeah.
Like around a couple hours from our homestead. And there's several other wildfires going on right now. Wildfires. Yet it won't burn the stuff that's actually wild in the yard, like the ponderosa pine tree. But all of these houses disintegrate to the ground. This is what's got people scratching their head. And of course, it's just probably totally conspiracy theory. I mean, these people must be crazy for thinking why a tree would still be standing right in between two houses that just got disintegrated, right? This is, I think, what's going through a lot of people's minds, is that this picture does not add up. So right now, I want you to put in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on this. Are all these people that are saying this completely oblivious to something they don't know? Are they crazy? Or is there something to scratch your head about? Just look at that. I mean, think about all the things.
I was gonna read the comments. Let me see. If they want an area, they burn everything. They'll accept the trees. Sick evil. Yeah, well, that's Esau for you. But it's ultimately the plagues of the Lord. He allowing the evil to be unleashed on you people, from the heathen to you 2/3 of Israel. 15-minute city wildfire coming to the state near you. Yep. Get that chip implant too, if you want to go into them damn cities. Shit, direct energy weapon looks funny. Energy weapons, aka DEW, rampage across the U.S. Yep. Why I ran? Oh, this something else.
In those homes that have turned to ash, and yet you have trees, even in the middle, still standing. Toilets disintegrated, but a pine tree still standing. This is kind of crazy, right? These guys all must be joking. I mean, these all must be fake photos, right? I mean, these are the posts that I'm seeing. Look at that car right there, folks. Look at that car.
The rim is gone.
The wheels have melted off. Green trees standing right up behind it. The text here says aftermath of wildfires in Spokane, Washington, where they burned hot enough to melt metal and houses completely to the ground, yet didn't burn the trees or leaves. In some cases, this should show without a shadow of a doubt this was all done not intentionally, right? Now I'm thinking these people must be crazy for thinking that, right? Definitely can't be true. Here's a before picture of this house right here and an after picture of the house. The house is definitely gone. I'm talking about stones gone, metal framed windows.
Oh damn, that right, bricks gone.
Gone. I'm sure they had a few toilets in there too, probably gone. Yet you've got pine trees still standing. Yet some of these wildfires, the fire's just blowing through the pine trees like it's hot coals. Yet these ones aren't affected by the fire. That whole house melts to the ground, turns into nothing. And their yard still looks pretty darn good. Like the shrubs are all intact, the junipers, I mean the grass, possibly. I don't think the plants are even dead. Here's another one down in the bottom corner. Like look, the whole block of houses just disappeared and a whole forest of trees right behind. I'm gonna show you this clip of the news and how they're spitting it out there. But even the firemen are like, well, it's basically just burning house to house, nothing else.
Separate blazes taking aim at the residents of Spokane, Washington.
Oh my God.
Unprecedented conditions, extreme drought, bone-dry brush, high heat, and wicked winds sparked devastation.
How intense was this fire? Basically, it was burning primarily structures. We saw that where it was just house to house, and a lot of people don't realize those embers that get thrown off of those homes.
Oh, got them. they bypass the trees. they just, oh, we ain't gonna get the trees. We gonna get this house. The embers gonna just jump the house to house.
They're starting new fires.
The wildfires exploded on Saturday.
And this is where I don't know if people pay attention or they just glazed eyes listening to stuff because they said drought conditions, bone dry shrubs, brush, trees. Yet the fire.
But the trees ain't on fire, the shrubs ain't on fire, the grass hardly ain't on fire.
Fires are jumping house to house and leaving all the brush, leaving all of the trees. And you think
at least Satan should get an advantage of us for we're not ignorant of his devices.
That's bad enough. It's a lot more like the Lahaina fire than you thought. One thing we've talked about for years on this channel is being prepared. And for us, prepared...
Alright, that's it for this video. Let me get this scripture. I got one more video I want to play, but let me get that last. Let me read Nahum chapter 1, verse 3. Oh yeah. Oh, the Lord Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power and will not at all acquit the wicked. So all this destruction is 7:44 on the clock. All praise Yahweh Shema Shah, the Wadi Yahweh Shema Shah. So all this destruction is for the 2/3 of Israel and for you heathens. Pray let heaven, Lord, have mercy on you. You seeking the Lord and repenting to him. The Lord Yahweh will have his way in the whirlwind and in the storm and the clouds of the dust his feet. Isaiah chapter 28 verse 2. Behold, the Lord Yahweh have a mighty and strong one, which as a tempest of hell, as a destroying storm, and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing, shall cast down to the earth with the hand. Yeah, we got floods, storms, tornadoes whipping through here and there and everywhere. Isaiah chapter 29 verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. Either it's naturally with that fire, or it could be, well, it's gonna be natural anyway, but with the help of some DEW, or what you got, direct energy weapons and shit. Yeah, but still, it's all plague of Yahweh Shema Shaka. The Lord gave Esau that weapon to set shit on fire, so he just destroying shit like a destructive nigger. Yeah, because that's all he is, a fucking nigger, Esau. But it's still, you know, plagues from the Lord. So, what else we got? Droughts. Yeah, we got droughts. Let's get some on droughts. Dust storms. Shoot, dried up grounds. Oh, yeah, they're going to increase the famine. Yeah, they're going to increase the famine. See, Psalm chapter 107, verse 33. He turneth rivers into wilderness, and the water springs into dry ground, a fruitful land into barrenness, for the wilderness of them that dwell therein. He turneth the wilderness into a standing water, and dry ground into water springs, and they shall make they shall make of the hungry to dwell. That they may prepare a city for habitation. Let me see the dog scratching this door. Yep. Come here, my puppy. Get your ass out of the way. You moving too slow. Old doggy. What? Where I'm at? Oh yeah, what else? We gotta talk about droughts. We got earthquakes in diverse places. What other plays we got? Heat waves, droughts, earthquakes. Oh yeah, signs from heaven. Matter of fact, let me get to that. I ain't talking nothing about no pestilence. Yeah, because it really wasn't me nothing to talk about when it comes to pestilence. I mean, I didn't have no videos to talk about pestilence. Yeah, I keep doing the same thing. Here you go. Luke chapter 21, verse 10. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, with war. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. There's been a lot of earthquakes been reported. And there will be more. And famines. Yeah, because all this destruction can make lose food, crops that you're growing, raising. Yeah, from fires and daggone tornadoes, the earthquakes, all that stuff. Yep. And pestilence. Oh yeah, also that too. And fearful signs. And fearful sights, not great signs. I'm getting ready to say something about signs, but I mean fearful sights. And great signs shall that be from heaven. Yeah, just like those constellations or what else? What did he say in the first video? Oh, it was about alignment, planetary alignment, or eclipses. Yeah, those some signs from the heavens. Really, all this stuff that's happened here on Earth or up in the heavens, up in the sky, those are all signs. Everything that's happening here is signs, letting you Israelites know that hey, things are ramping up and getting intense, and it's best time to do is seek the Lord, repent. Heck yeah. What else I got? Let me go ahead and close it up with this last one. Because it ain't just plagues in America, it's plagues all over the world. And if you're scared, you better seek Yahweh Shema Shah and fear them. It's about to get crazy. Come on, where I'm at? Oh, that's it. 2nd Ezra chapter 37. No, 2nd Ezra chapter 6. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 37. The plagues draw nigh. Oh, behold, Salakia. Behold, I'm moving too fast. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth great pains compass her wounds, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn a lot of sorrows, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side, from the north, south, east, west. Wherever there's an Israelite, hey, you heathens gonna feel that shit, and you Israelites gonna feel it no matter where you at. But you heathens gonna definitely feel it. It ain't just Jacob trouble. It ain't just for us. It's gonna be trouble for you heathens. But yeah, let me get that last one. What's coming from the jailbreak overlander?
How convenient is it that now, in the same area that they were going to build the data center up north, there's a huge fire burning on? Do you know what eminent domain is? Eminent domain allows the state or the government to seize pieces of land and repurpose them for public use, but there are requirements that have to have been met in order for them to do this. Now, conveniently, if land is burnt and ravaged by a wildfire, private property, the government is then allowed to seize that land and use it to build data centers.
Yep. Anyway, seek the Lord by seeking his prophets and take heed to what to say and try to build a spiritual mental relationship with Yahweh Shema Shah by praying Yahweh Shema Shah, praising Yahweh Shema Shah, worshiping Yahweh Shema Shah, fearing Yahweh Shema Shah, and repenting to Yahweh Shema Shah. To all the men out there pushing this truth and nothing but the truth in the name, spirit, and power of Yahweh Shema Shah. Keep on preaching, keep on teaching, keep your faith and trust strong in Yahweh Shema Shah, and stay humble. And for you few sisters out there taking heed, keep your faith and trust strong in Yahweh Shema Shah, stay humble with your man. If you ain't got no man, stay in order. Yahweh Shema Shah. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Shalom.